soap fans were left in shock tonight, as EastEnders confirmed a steamy new romance between Nicola Mitchell and George Knight. Not too long ago, the couple were both in committed relationships, George with his wife Elaine, and Nicola with her ex-husband Teddy. However, things began to crumble for the both of them, leaving them both single on the square. Earlier this week, fans suspected something may be on the cards as Nicola flirted with George across the square, and things went from 0 to 100 tonight. Despite not being on the best of terms with his mother, Harry asked her to do him a favor and keep George away from the flat, and she didn't disappoint. George, who recently lost his job at the Vic, was told by Harry that his mum was looking for a manager at Harry's barn. George later headed down for an interview, however, when he found out the job was for a bouncer, he wasn't interested. Nicola knew she couldn't let him go however, as Harry was still dealing with some dodgy business at Kojo's flat with Oki. Nicola then turned the flirtation up, telling George, "You know, sometimes the things you shouldn't do are a lot more fun." She then got up from her seat and wrapped her legs around him, and the pair wasted no time locking lips. Harry then messaged his mother when Oki left to tell her the coast was clear, but Nicola was having too much fun as the two proceeded to tear off each other's clothes in steamy scenes. Fans were left in shock, as one took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to write, "Nicola and George," while a second wrote, "Wow, those Nicola and George scenes bloody Nora." "Nicola's gonna turn into Cindy Beale Part 2, said a third fan, while another was all here for the new relationship. "I actually think a Nicola/George relationship would be fun to watch, and pretty fiery too. Will this turn into a fully fledged relationship, or was it just a one-night fling for the pair?" Elsewhere tonight, Suki Panazar and Eve Unwin had a heart-to-heart about having children, something Eve was previously dead set against. However, with Suki's sweet talking, it looked like Eve was open to exploring some of their options. The two then celebrated with a hug, but Havani got the wrong end of the stick when she walked into the kitchen, asking, "So you're up for it then? Are you up for having my baby?" How will Eve react when she finds out the truth? EastEnders airs Mondays to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.